According to statistics, before the pandemic, 1 in 61 jobs on LinkedIn were remote. But right now, the figure is 1 in 7 jobs are remote jobs on LinkedIn. What does this say? A lot of companies have gone online. The world is fast becoming a global village. Most of these companies would rather prefer that you can work from the comfort of your home, or maybe an hybrid setting where maybe you have like once or twice in a week, you come to work like once or twice in a week. This has afforded many people to, save the time, transport fee, and every other things that you have to calculate when going to a physical job site. And this can afford people to travel to different places while working, still working. Do you understand? So there are pros and cons to it. But then this brings me to this point. There are a lot of people looking for these jobs out there. And although there are popular sites like Upwork, Fiverr, and the rest, that's not what I'm talking about today. I'm talking about sites where I know a lot of people are not even aware of. And there are sites that are out there that they are not so much competition like compared to like sites like this Upwork and Fiverr. Upwork and Fiverr are not bad places. Please don't get me wrong. But I know that it has become, I don't know if I should use the word oversaturated in such a way that if you don't know Upwork, like, are you really a freelancer? Or even if you're just new into freelancing and looking for, you're wondering where do you start from, and maybe you're not aware of sites like this, or you're even aware of sites like this, or but I've never been lucky getting a job, then this video is for you. But please, I want to make a disclaimer. This video is purely for educational purposes. Please, I would beg of you and indulge you to go out there and do your own research. This is very, very important. So at the end of the day, I don't want you to say, oh, I went to so channel on YouTube and they said this, that, and I'm going to do XYZ. Please try and do your own personal research. My desire is that if this video does well, I'm going to be sharing content like this. So let's get started with this particular video. I'm going to be sharing what this site is called, what kind of jobs you can look out for, how to navigate this website, how to get jobs, how to apply, and what you need to apply, and the gadgets you need for working online if you're new to the online working space. It can be a little bit scary if it's your first time, you've never done it before and everything. So this particular site, I always encourage it for people that are looking into entry roles, because you will see a lot of jobs that they're just looking for people like you. You're just coming into the workspace, people like me, people like you in the entry role. So yes, and I'm also going to share the things that you need to note in this job. Like I said again, please do your own research, please, I beg of you. But I can clearly say that I have seen people like get jobs from this site. Even myself, I've gotten from this site. So let's get started, right? This site's name is called work.ua. Yes, like work, WORK.ua. It's for like located in the Ukraine, and you can find hybrid roles, remote roles, and like physical. But you know that for the purpose of this video, we are looking for remote jobs. We want jobs that we can do from the comfort of our homes. We want jobs that we can do from anywhere in the world. Okay, like anywhere you are. Like even if I don't know whoever is watching this, maybe you're not Nigerian. I'm filming from Nigeria. Okay, so like if you're in Nigeria and you're in Ghana, you're looking for extra like money, you want to make some extra few bucks, I think it's a great site you can start with. Okay, so what are the types of jobs you can find on this website? Although this website is mainly in Ukraine, like in Ukrainian language, but once you go on the website, you will find also like you can click on English, so that you can. Let me give you a backstory if you are new to this channel. I actually studied in the Ukraine, so that's how like I'm able to like know about a site like this. Okay, what we're going there to look for are English jobs. So usually there's some employers or like companies are looking out for English speakers, and this is where you and I would come in. So types of jobs we're looking for here: customer support. So customer support are people that reply emails, call customers, like try to like solve the problems, or try to like, you know what customer support is about. So customer support representatives, there's business development or sales development. These are people that like sell like services to companies and everything. You cold call, either cold calling or hot calling, anyone. Cold calling is where like you just call random companies or industries and like sell your services and stuff like that. Then there's technical writer, there's technical support, your content writing. If you're into writing, content writing, copywriting, there's social media management, there's HR in English. So sometimes they look for human resource recruiter, or they look for like IT recruiter in English, just English. So one thing to note is that most of the jobs are full-time. So if you're already doing a full-time job that is very exhausting, you might not necessarily be able to do this kind of job. I'm sorry, because it might be very taxing for you. But if you find a job, like there's some jobs that are very, maybe you can find part-time jobs, but most times I see that most of the jobs are, especially in the role of those customer support sales representatives where they need English speakers, you might find that it's a full-time role sometimes, and you might not be able to combine it with your main work. But if you are someone maybe who has the time on hand, you can do it and you can try it. So how much are you going to expect from a site like this? Like I said earlier, usually they're usually entry roles. They're not like, so, but you can actually make a good amount of money. But I would say from a minimum of $500 per month to $1,000 and above, depending on your skill set, depending on what you're looking for there. But for a customer support service role, and usually like all these non-tech roles, like from 500 upwards, $700, $800. Usually the salary is usually in Ukrainian in grivna, which is what Ukrainian money is called, grivna. But you can also always convert it to dollar. So yeah, to know how much, to give you an idea and convert it to wherever you are, maybe naira or wherever you are. So if you earn this amount in your country, like for 500, I don't think it's something you can just take it up as a side. But if you know that you don't earn up to that and you're looking for a way to earn more, this is a good start. So you can use this as something to build up your CV, which I advise. So before we go to start using it, you have to make sure your resume is ready. Like create your resume, have your resume ready, your resume or CV, whatever you call it. What are the gadgets? So for instance, like your go-to gadgets for online remote jobs normally is, one, you have to have your laptop. Is very necessary. I know, like maybe sometimes you might, oh, I don't have a laptop. It's good to, if you can afford to buy one, please buy one. Buy one for yourself. You don't have to buy a huge, like maybe something very, very expensive. You can start with anyone. You can start with, just make sure it has, it's the processor is good for a start, and like just all those few things you have to just put it, like 8 gig. Just make sure to get something like that is okay. And then from there you can also um, then your headset, you need a headset. It's very important. You need a headset. I would not advise you to get a headset that doesn't have a mic, especially if you're doing a support job or anything that has to do with calling, like sales development or something like that, sales rep, because you're going to do a lot of talking and you will need something. Usually when I use this, like I find out that I need to talk out loud for them to hear me. But when you have the mic, the one that has the mic here with the headsets, you can just talk like as I'm talking now, and the people can hear you. You don't have to shout, and you need a place that is not noisy. Because if you're going to be talking a lot on the phone, you need a place that is calm. You need an environment that is calm. You need stable electricity. You need a good Wi-Fi or Wi-Fi or what have you. So the things to note, usually most of these jobs, like you will find them, they're in the US. And again, if you're like, for instance, you're living in a place like Nigeria, maybe like most, you're living in a place in maybe Africa, like some parts in Africa, like the time zone to the US, especially like to New York, for instance, New York time now. Let's check New York time now. It's currently 8:24 p.m. here. So in New York, it will be it's still like in the morning or afternoon. So like usually like my 3 p.m. here is 9 a.m. in New York. So if you're working for a company, because most of the companies are like come on work.ua to put in their, like they're looking for like people to work for them. So like you can see like maybe for instance companies, and you see that, oh, they're located in the US. If you see things like this, you see that their working hours is quite like, so they will say, okay, they want you to work from 4, like your own time. That means you'll be working like from 4 p.m. to about 10 p.m. or 12 a.m. So if it's something that is not conducive for you, you might not want to apply for jobs like that. But most of the customer support roles and most of these jobs, you have to check where is this job located. They will usually write it the time they want you to work, like from so time to so time, usually 8 hours for full-time job. Again, another thing I want you to look out for is, please kindly get a contract. Like for instance, when you apply for this job, you might get a prompt, okay, we want to schedule an interview with you or something of that sort. Please try, and when you have already scheduled everything and negotiated your salary and everything, please try and get a contract. Ask them for a contract. I've been victim of this, like not once, not twice, please, and I would just want to let you, please try and get a contract. Ask them for a contract. If they say they don't have, know one person that does his own contract, and give them and say, see, I'm sorry, but I don't want to wake up one day and the job is gone. So what's the guarantee that I still have my job? So you can give them like a 2 months warrant, like you cannot sack me in these 2 months. I will do my best to do my job, okay? And you have to sign that you cannot sign me like in 1 month, 2 months. A colleague of mine advised that you should at least give them a 2 months. Is it ultimatum or what do they call that thing? Where you say you can't sack me in these 2 months. Of course, there are like dubious people online. Like you have to be very careful. That's why I say you should do your research. Even on Upwork, I've been seeing a lot of complaints of people are saying that there are a lot of scammers. Like, so you have to also do your research and you have to also hope for the best. Okay, but you also have to do your part so that there's always like a way to track. You understand? So you don't like just accept the job and you've gotten a job, okay, just by word of mouth. Please put it on paper and let me sign. So let there be a contract, okay? And also, when they're sending you your money or something like that, try and have an invoice so that there's always, oh, all these things legally, they just matter, please, guys. So I now let's go into the real deal now. Yes, so we are going to go to the name of the site, like I said already, is work.ua. So since is my Google search already knows I use this a lot, so you can start with your phone. If you don't have a laptop, you can start with your phone to apply for this. So because I already have something here, so because I'm already logged in before, so I want to show you how. Let me use another account. So say for instance, they will ask you, okay, log in through something. So I want to use another account. I've put in my password and I've logged in. Say for instance, this is a new site. Okay, yay. So like like for instance, when you go to this particular part, you're going to see different languages. This is Ukraineska, that's Ukrainian. Then there's Ruski. This is Ruski. This is Russian, and then there's English. So because you're an English speaker, you're going to click on English because you're looking for English jobs. So yeah, you're going to see work.ua. It said is the work.ua, like I already established that it's Ukraine. So that's the UA, the short form of Ukraine. Then this is search jobs, this is post resume, then this is your name, and this is notification. Okay, say thank you for choosing work.ua to start. This is usually where you come to. This notification part is where you come to get your recommendations, to check if the employer has already reviewed your application, your job application, or to check if they have already sent you a message saying maybe, okay, we regret to inform you, or okay, we would like to move to the next maybe interview or something like phase or something like that. So that's about that. So now you can, if you go there, you say, okay, see, they said you have successfully registered on work.ua. You are currently on your dashboard. This is our dashboard, okay? So this is your dashboard. There you say post a resume. So employers will be able to find you and offer you a great job when you post your resume. So I wouldn't want you to go through this route. There's this particular route where you go through that. They will ask you for they will ask you for a number. Usually the number is strictly, I think only Ukrainian numbers go through with that. So another way you can do is that instead of just posting your resume, see, this is the part I'm talking about. So here they will ask you what position you are seeking. So like I said, there are different things. You can write lead generation specialist. You usually see they'll give you a drop down of which one they have. So you have to actually go with the ones that from the drop down. So if it's lead generation manager, you click on that. Then you click on the city. Usually I write remote here. Just write remote because it's remote work you are looking for. So then you put your birthday. Um, let's say your birthday. You just put something. Your birthday, sure. Then your first name and your last name. You write it there. This is just a template for you to use, okay, just to show you an idea. So the reason why I don't advise this is because when you click next, they will ask you for a phone number. But you see, this phone number, this plus 380 is for Ukrainian numbers. So if you put a Nigerian number, I've tried it in Nigerian and I've got like few friends like say that they find it difficult. They don't send that because usually when you put a number, they're supposed to send an email. But when you put a number, this is what happens. Okay, let me see if I can put a random number. Let me see if I can put a random number. I just want to show you what happens. Okay. So usually when you put this, they will say, unfortunately, an SMS was not sent. Try to send an SMS again in 20 minutes. It wouldn't send. So don't just disturb yourself. Just go. There's another way you can do that. But look at what happened. Because I put that lead generation manager, you see, they said you have 58 new recommended jobs. That's because in this part, I put lead generation manager. You remember when I put that? So because of that, they will not give you recommendation based on what you have put, like the role you are looking for. So once you can go through these routes. They will always give you recommendations based on what you have applied for or you have put in as the role you are looking for. So you click on it and just go through. Remember, you are looking for a remote job. Yeah, so you see, you have recommendations. See this first one, lead generational manager. So after that, this is the company. Usually you see the company logo here, and I can see digital team for this particular one. Then this below is the amount. This is the amount you get in a month, between 15,000 grivens to 30,000 grivens. So usually they usually put a range like this, and they will tell you maybe depending on your skill set. But then this is to give you the idea of how much you will get paid. They can't pay you. Is to say that they can't pay you less than 15,000 grivens. They can't pay you less. And most of these companies, this is their the first amount you see. This 15,000 is usually the basic salary. But if you have experience, you can actually negotiate the amount. Since there's a range given here, you can negotiate it higher than this 15,000, since you have a range here. So yeah, this, you see that there's remote jobs, and because it's already in English, you already know that it's an English job, right? So look, they will even tell you that the job is currently being viewed by 5 job seekers. That means aside you, like, actively now there are 5 people looking at this job. So there's that AI thing going on there. So you go down, you check the job description. Make sure to check the job description to see if it's something you are willing to do, the requirements, your responsibilities, then what they offer. So, and they say they're looking forward to your CV. So you say apply now. Then, there's this select a saved resume. We're not able to upload our saved to do that because of the number issue. So you just go to upload a resume. Okay, that's why I said that there's another way. So instead of like, oh, my number wasn't going through, I couldn't get an SMS, just leave that, just come to this part, then upload a resume. So you see resume file. So you choose resume. You already have a resume. I want to believe you already have a resume in on your phone or on your laptop. Please make sure this resume has your name, your real name there. Don't let it be different from, just let it have your name though. Like, yeah, so like add a cover. Just, that this is just a sample. I'm just showing you. So I always advise that you always write a cover letter. I think it just boosts your resume, like everything about your job.
Please and please, when writing your cover letter, make sure to emphasize that you're an English speaker and writer as well. It would go a long way. Now, once you're done with your cover letter, please
Guys,
hit
I
the
didn't know that
send
my
button
my
below.
phone was not recording all this while, and I was just talking and talking. We will just continue applying, and make sure the job that you're applying for is tailored for make sure your resume is tailored for the jobs you're applying for. Don't go and have social media management and then be applying for lead resume and be applying for lead generation specialist. So make sure you have a tailored resume for the jobs you want to apply for. You can have a different resume depending on the jobs you can do, because as a virtual assistant you can actually do a lot. And remember, if you don't want to go through this route, like, okay, you don't know which job you can apply for, what you can do basically is you can just write English in this part. So this part where they say job title or company name, you can just put English. You know that it's English jobs we're looking out for, right? So you can just write English here, and then go here is remote, obviously remote English. That's what should be on your head every time. So you can click, you see this thing that says subscribe to this search. You can click on it. Well, you can click on it. Wait, is my data okay? Yeah, you can click on it. So it says save. So what that means is when time they have any job search relating to English and this remote, they're going to send you recommendations. I think that makes it so easy for you. So you can just go here down, try and put on the translation. Usually when you use Chrome, you can always translate a page. So sometimes, because you can see some of these things in Ukrainian language, but when you use Chrome gives you the ability, it also gives you like translate pages, and I think some other like search engine does that too. So you just go down, just be checking, see there's English social media, SEO copywriter. You can apply. I was checking if my mic is working. Then see there's a lot of English teaching jobs. So if you like teaching, you're already
So if
teaching
you're a
and you're looking for
copywriter, you're
more
into social
opportunities,
media,
you're
this
looking
is for
for
you.
increased pay.
Just keep checking. You would always, and in a day, you can apply to as many jobs. Like you just have to keep applying, keep applying, keep applying. Just have to keep applying. Like here, they already even say that you should apply on an average 7 jobs. You should apply to 7 jobs. Like I will even tell you that you should do more if you can. Try to, because every day there are always like new jobs here, like being posted here. So just try to post as much as you can. And I really wish you the best. And I hope you get that job, and just make sure to do your own research. And please give this video a thumbs up. And I'm looking forward to your testimony. Okay, so this is the email I was saying, that when you go to your email, for instance, see promotions, you're going to see summary of application. So this is the summary of your application. So that application we made to what was it, the for the lead generation manager job at the DGTL, if you can remember, they said they have already sent it. So the see jobs you might like, they are giving you recommendations of jobs according to what you have already applied for. So this is what one thing I like about this site, work.ua. You can be anywhere in the world and apply for this job. So yeah, I hope you found this very interesting, and I hope you were able to learn a lot. The gen just went off right now, so yeah, I'm going to sign off here. Hopefully this was very informative and helps a lot of you out there. Please give this video a thumbs up. Like I said, if this video gets up to 50 likes or 1,000 views in less than 3 weeks, I'm going to drop more videos like this. That means I would know that people, you really like it and you really want me to do more of this. Thank you very much, and I'll see you in another video. Bye.